What are we doing today, Sam?
Skin and fade on the sides, please, and then I want to keep the top. I'm trying to grow that out a little bit.
Okay, so it's just tidying up the top. I think maybe just a little bit of texture, yeah?
Yeah.
Just go in and break it up a little bit, just to be a bit of messiness running through there.
That's it.
We'll still keep those corners there because we're trying to grow those out, so
that's right.
That nice and square, right?
That's it.
Crown again. I'm just going to drop the fade at the back for you. Cheers, mate. Nice one. Take care. Drop the fade at the back so we can maintain, you know, that rounded shape. And then skin fade, yeah?
Amen.
To the bone.
Oh yes.
Right, just section out the horseshoe here, all the way around, as you can see, because we want to keep these corners on the sides. So I'm just going to go in for light little clipper over combs just to kind of set in where that corner should be. We're going quite high, quite tight with this. Might stretch the fade out a little bit for him. This is about a number 1 when you're doing it like this. So this is a little bit more freehand as opposed to going through your guards. An old traditional technique. That's obviously open, 0.5. Also my angle's a little bit different, so I'm coming and almost clearing it out. I'm not going straight in. It's about a 0.75 that we're using there. Right, so after putting the weight line in there, as we can see the corner, I'm taking a 1.5, but it ends up being 1.75 almost. We're just going to come straight out with it. I'm not going into it, I'm just coming square, 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 square. Now I'm going to set in my 0 line. Oh, they've got rid of all that weight. Anything underneath this line is going to be taken down to skin, basically to the bone. So the rest there, I usually leave about that much gap so we can fade into that. It's going a little bit shorter with the detailers here, just underneath that 0 line that we did. Still giving it a little bit of flick so you're not kind of creating another weight line to get rid of, right? Now that is all prepared for the foils to go on. Obviously when you use the foils, you have to use it on short hair or else it's not going to catch it. So you can see now I'm just going to take these foils just up to that line there. Always maintain the skin to be tight. Don't want to be shaving someone without tight skin. As you can see, it's gone down right to the bone. We're just going to almost create a bit of a line through here with a 0.5 and then probably fade upwards with a 1 just to kind of clear all of that out, stretch it a bit. So again, same technique. You can see how I'm not going too high with it. We've got this band running through here. Obviously I'm going to clean that up and then we're going to fade upwards as well. So
yeah, exactly. No.
Alright, now 0.25. So as you can see, we're going just half of a half. Okay. And that's just to rub that bottom line out where we put the 0 in. We're going to go 1 and then just open it quickly. Just do a quick little rub out a little bit of that weight that's there. And you can see we're starting to build up that fade nicely. Still want to keep all the length, right? I want to keep these corners, so I'm not going to touch anything on those. I'm literally just going to go in through the middle here, and I'm just taking the ends off. And as you can see, I'm not pulling any of the hair from the fringe either, because we want that to still be full. If you're cutting this, you're going to get gaps here. So we'll leave that as thick as we can. Crown, I'm not even touching. I might just go in here and blend a little bit. Just want to clear it up a little bit, so I'm just putting the comb there. Just taking a touch off. And see, it's quite blunt now. Also, what I want to do is just make sure that our fade is almost connecting to the fringe. So I'll just come here. We're just getting rid of a little bit there. Just going to put a little bit of texture in. Just deep point cutting there. As you can see, my comb's in there, so it's kind of protecting his scalp just from the scissors going down. But this is just going to give him really, really good locks and really, really good texture because it's obviously going right down to the roots, as you can see. We're getting some nice flow of movement there. So we're just going to use a little bit of the powder, as you can see. this just gives you a little bit of tag to the hair. So we're going to go in and just kind of sprinkle that in. Don't need much, a little goes a long way. As you can see, we're getting loads of volume and texture from the hair now as well. So I'm just going to use a little bit of clay as well. Setting the hair into place, so getting your fringe sitting where you need it to sit, as well as starting to lock off all this texture that you want. So by twisting it, you can see we're getting all those little locks kind of coming out.
My mum did 6. Yeah.
Now, she knows. Hang on. Anyway, I think she was like 4 or 5. Yeah, she was like 4 or 5, and so I've sort of seen her grow up and known her all the way through. And